Well, hello. I'm here at the Maplewood Flats Conservation Area, and I'm here charging up my plug-in hybrid. This is the Volvo XC60 T8, and this particular version is the Polestar Engineered Edition, which is the high-performance edition of this particular SUV. As you see it here, all in, taxes, fees, and etc., about $100,000. I'm here at the conservation area because, for one thing, it has a public EV charger here. This is a charge point charger, and I'm here getting some juice for this XC60. It's all out, and to charge it up, it's going to take several hours, which gives me a chance to explore the 300 acres of land dedicated to the conservation and preservation of all sorts of wildlife, particularly birds. We are, in fact, just a couple of clicks from downtown Vancouver. That's over the bridge, or just down the road is the city and district of North Vancouver. And yet, just out here, behind this vehicle and down these trails, you'll find some amazing wildlife, and there's ways to interpret it and understand it. And I suppose it makes perfect sense to put a charge point, level 2 charging outlet right here in the middle of a conservation area. The idea obviously is to connect EVs and plug-in hybrids of other sorts, electrified vehicles, and the preservation of nature. As for Volvo, the central pillar of its product plan going forward is electrification. Indeed, this plug-in hybrid is just the start of a huge surge in electrification. The idea at Volvo is that the planet is warming, it's a human-caused climate change, and it needs to be addressed. Creating a whole lineup of electrified vehicles just makes sense. EVs make sense. And in fact, some predictions out there suggest that by the end of the decade, 40% or more of all new vehicles sold in the world will be electrified, likely EVs, pure EVs. Others say 30%. Whatever the number actually turns out to be, this is the future. Electrified vehicles are the future. This Volvo XC60 and the Polestar version here, well, its raw performance is quite amazing. 0 to 100 kilometers in 4.5 seconds. But let me start with a few words about Polestar. Polestar is Volvo's AMG. That's Mercedes' high-performance brand, or Volvo's version of BMW's M brand, another high-performance brand. A lineup of pure Polestar vehicles is coming, and soon. To ready the marketplace, Volvo is dressing up some of its mainstream models with Polestar enhancements. The essence of Polestar is electrification. It is the electric performance car brand jointly owned by Volvo Car Group and its owner, China's privately held and government-connected Zhejiang Geely Holding. China aims to be the global electrification leader and is pumping huge EV subsidies into the EV home market. By 2025, China wants new energy vehicle sales to be 25% of the entire home market, which brings me to Polestar. Polestar is the emerging high-performance brand within not just Volvo, but the entire Geely Automotive Group, and it's a global group. Polestar launched in 2017 with the Polestar 1, a low-volume electric performance hybrid GT. Then in 2019, we first saw the Polestar 2. As for what's next, look here at the Precept, a concept intended to show us Polestar's vision for sustainability, digital technology, and design. So that's the big picture. Today's news, what you see here, is the Volvo XC60, a plug-in version, which is a turbocharged, supercharged, electrified, mega fast, interesting to drive SUV with 415 horsepower, tons of torque, and some interesting Polestar bits and pieces to improve ride handling and performance. Critics will say that this rig is a marginally more powerful, slightly bolder, and significantly more expensive version of the other plug-in hybrids from Volvo. I think we can all agree, however, that this is a handsome rig. A clean, elegant, balanced design. In Polestar engineered trim, you get unique 21-inch rims, yellow trim brake rotors and seat belts, and a darker interior finish. Badging is discreet. There's a square on the grille as well as another on the hatch to signal Polestar. Fast as it is, this crossover is safe. Automatic braking, adaptive cruise control, and collision warning, and all the other safety features offered in many other vehicles. The backseat room here. There's a lot of it. You'll also find tremendous cargo space back here, and what's remarkable about that is you haven't lost the room back here because of the battery pack. My only quibble here really is this flimsy thing that actually will block your vision if you leave it up like this. I, however, don't understand why you must twist this switch to start and turn off the XC. And this weird metallic wheel that's used to select the vehicle's various drive modes, well, it's tricky to use when driving. I'd like to see Volvo ease the strain of its infotainment system by reducing the number of menus and simplifying the touch panel paths you must follow to access them all. Here's another oddity. To change the responsiveness of the Öhlins shock absorbers, you need to pop the hood and then twist a mechanical wheel. To make a similar adjustment to the back axles, you need to reach through an access panel in the cargo area. No complaints about power though. This hybrid system has a single electric motor and a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that uses both a turbocharger and a supercharger to deliver 415 horsepower and a whopping 494 pound-feet of torque. The cabin design on the whole is quite brilliant. Handsome, tasteful, comfortable and supportive seats, and most things are ergonomically quite sound. I'll tell you, ride quality here is fine. It's poised, it's comfortable, it's not a trouble at all to go for a long drive in the XC60 Polestar. In all electric mode, you get 30 to 40 kilometers of range, depending on how you drive and the weather. A full charge at a level 2 outlet like this one takes several hours. You can drive in pure all-electric mode, and if you need passing power, you get a front-wheel gas assist. The reality here is you spend a lot of dough for the Polestar engineered bits and pieces here and the badging. You might be better off saving 20 grand or so and going for one of the plug-in hybrid versions of the XC60, which are not Polestar engineered and are still rated at 400 horsepower. The competition: Porsche's Macan, Mercedes-Benz GLC, Land Rover Range Rover Evoque, and Jaguar's F-Pace. You might be better off going for, high-performance band. Polestar is the emerging nonetheless, I'm here at the conference, a charge point, have more on that in a minute. Scores and scores, tens of